Hello everybody, how you doing? Going to be a little different video this morning. I'm not going to be doing any work on pins or anything like that, but I am going to be working in the shop. The ditch project I've been working on, I got a text last night that the dirt may be coming today, and I've got a 6-inch pipe that comes through the bricks that I put out there. And there is a large section in the back. The pipe comes through, and of course it's like a pie shape. The pipe comes through and it fits tight in the front, but in the back it's wide open. It's maybe a pipe and a half is the width. So instead of 6 inches, maybe it's 10 total. And I've got some aluminum flashing. And what I'm going to do is cut some aluminum flashing to slide a piece over the top of the pipe and a piece up the bottom of the pipe. And then I'll attach it with like maybe some tap cons. It'll be well below surface. You'll never see it. But my reasoning behind doing this is when I put loose dirt in there and backfill it, water is going to just go right through that loose dirt, and it's going to cause that dirt to filter right through that hole where that pipe comes out at. And I'm going to get like a little sinkhole where the water's all going to start going down and through. If I put this piece of aluminum there, it won't rust, it won't ever go away, it'll stay there. The dirt will eventually pack down nice and solid, and it won't run through the pipe, the hole where the pipe is. So it should keep me from having some issues later on. So I'm going to work on that. And then I've got, my sister sent a pattern. She wants me to build a 6-foot long by roughly 3 foot high state of Kentucky that she can hang on her wall. She's got a room in her house that she's decorating, and it's going to be done out of pallet wood. So I may bust some of these pallets apart. I've got, I think 19 or 20 pallets out there, and the wood is really nice. So I think I may bust some of those apart and kind of start laying them out to kind of get an idea. She sent me a pattern. I've got it over here on the table. I'll fold it up, and I think I may work on that a little bit. So I think that's what I'm going to do this morning. And then I've got some videos that are uploading for you guys. There's 4 videos that are uploading for the next for this coming week and the week after. And so I've definitely got some entertainment for you, and I've got some great ideas for some new stuff, but maybe tonight or tomorrow I'll work on that. It depends on, does the dirt come, does the dirt not come, you know, how much I get done, that type of thing. But all right, I'm gonna let you go and get with it, and I'll keep you guys posted on my progress. Here's that hole I was referring to, and you can see that it is between about 10.5 and 11 inches wide by about 8 inches tall. And I don't want, the dirt will be up to the top of this, up to this level here, and then the sod will just curve down to let the water naturally flow in. And I don't want the dirt going down through there and having a nice big sinkhole here. This is not beautiful simply because the rocks don't allow me to make a nice tight fit, but I've got a good tight fit around the pipe, and I've got some tap con screws holding it in. That'll keep the loose dirt from going through that hole and washing out. So I feel pretty good about this project. Over on that side, you can see I got some of that landscape fabric. It was all along that side there. I got that out, and I went ahead and my property line, I've extended it with a pipe and put the red cap back on top, so everything is ready for the dirt. When he drops off the dirt, he's going to take all of these rocks, which were all around that pit, and he's got a washout at his place that he's going to use to, you know, to put those rocks in. Next up for me is, I think I'm going to start busting pallets. I don't know if he's coming today or not. He told me maybe. It depended on how things went. So I'm ready for him. I'm 100% ready for him when he gets here. But I'm going to go ahead and start pulling pallets in one at a time and breaking them down, because I need to get those out of the way of the other garage, number one. And number two, I've got the project for my sister, as well as some other things in the back of my mind that I want to use some of that wood for. So we're going to go ahead and get them torn apart. Well, my dirt never arrived, so I've been in the garage taking pallets apart. I got 20 pallets. I got 8 of them apart, and I am flat wore out. It's a lot of work. But if you go online and look, I think it's Home Depot's website, they'll sell you a pallet. They'll break it down and sell it to you for 85 bucks. And they're pretty chintzy. These are some nice pallets I got here. Some of them have some 3/4 inch boards. There's some mahogany, some little walnut, a lot of oak, looks like some poplar, and 1 or 2 other types of wood that I don't know what the heck they are. So these are some fairly nice ones. Let me show you what I've got. The stack of pallets I have left, there are 12 of them there. Here are the boards that I got out of those pallets. I've got them sorted by width, and what I'm going to do for now is just stack them up on top of those pallets just to store them. And what I've got left to do today, and then I'm calling it quits on this, is I just got to knock the nails out of these boards and sort them into their piles. I'm going to start off by stacking all those boards up on top of those pallets, and then I'll knock these nails out and I can put them straight on the pallet so I don't have to move them twice. I'm wore out. It's hot out here and it was a long day, but I've got enough material, more than enough, to do my sister's project. So next chance I get, I'll get started on that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do the rest of the day. It's 10 after 4, so it's still early. I'll keep you guys posted. I also wanted to mention that I goofed today. Out here in the shop, I bought the computer out and I had 4 videos I needed to upload. One of them was making the colored pencil blank, and I was going to have that come out next week, right on Saturday. Friday would be the turning of the blank that I did from John Giesel. And then I had 3 blanks. One of them was the cedar blank that came out today by accident. I have a Chola and acrylic, and I have a Maliboro cap and a Lumalite. And I was going to release all 3 of those videos on neighbors driving by. Release all 3 of those videos next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And whenever I was uploading the video, I accidentally hit the publish button as opposed to the schedule button, so I ended up publishing it. So you got an extra video this week. So, but the other 2 are scheduled, and the 2 for next week are scheduled. So there's 2. There's a Friday, Saturday next week, and a Friday, Saturday the week after. And in the meantime, we'll see what else we can come up with for you for the following weeks. All right, back to stacking some of this pallet wood. Well, I stayed busy today. I went ahead and I mounted the outlet on the wall. I've got the cable run. It's all in piping. I've got the plug on the end of the dust collector. I got everything run down into my electrical box, and I got ready to install the breaker, and let me show you. Breaker's in the off position. All I should have to do is snap it in and turn it on and test to make sure I have 110 on each phase and then 220 for the 2 phases. But check it out. They sold me this style which snaps onto the bars, and mine has those little metal brackets that stick out, and that's where I get my power from. So I've got to go back up to the hardware store and get me a different breaker. I'm a little disappointed because I really wanted to do a test run today, and I'm not going to go today. I think the boys and I are going to catch a movie tomorrow, and while we're after we go to the movie, I'll run over and pick up a breaker, a replacement breaker for that, and then I can just pop it in tomorrow. That means it's mounted, it's hanging, it's level, it'll have power. I'll be able to test it. I need to cut a hole in my floor so that the waste can drop down. I've already got that marked. I just need to cut it, and I need to run my piping. So the piping is going to have to wait until I put a little money together. I don't have the money to do that right now. I may go ahead and cut the hole. We'll see. But I got to get some piping for that as well to come down and go to the waste can. So I tell you guys, it's 7 o'clock. I am absolutely bushed. It's been a long day. I'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with me, but I think I'm calling it quits in the shop today. Have a great evening, and we will see you again very soon.